French Bulldogs are known for their squishy faces, goofy personalities, and affectionate nature. I mean, there's a reason why they've recently become America's most popular breed. However, don't be fooled by their cute looks and easygoing reputation. Owning a Frenchie comes with plenty of surprises and challenges. So if you're thinking about bringing one of these little gremlins into your life, here's what no one tells you about owning a French Bulldog. Number 1. Frenchies can go from 0 to 100 real quick. You might have heard that Frenchies are just goofy, lovable couch potatoes, but that's only half the story. The other half? Absolute chaos. As one owner perfectly put it, they only have 2 modes, and that alternate at any moment: chill and psycho. And they're not exaggerating. One minute, your Frenchie is the ultimate snuggle buddy, snoring away like a tiny piglet. The next, they're zooming around the house like a caffeinated tornado, knocking over furniture, barking at invisible enemies, or, in the case of one very macho Frenchie, trying to chase down trucks from the sidewalk. They don't need a reason, they just decide it's time. And when that switch flips, you better brace yourself. Whether it's an unexpected burst of zoomies, an impromptu wrestling match with the couch, or an intense stare down with the vacuum, their energy comes out of nowhere. So yeah, they're fun, but don't let that sweet little face fool you. Beneath that squishy exterior is a tiny 4-legged firecracker just waiting to explode. Number 2. They may seem aggressive, but that's just how they play. If you've never seen a Frenchie play before, you might think they're training for a backyard wrestling league. They pounce, they body slam, they make the most ridiculous snorting and grunting noises. It's pure mayhem. French Bulldogs have a naturally rough and tumble play style that can come across as aggressive, especially to first-time owners. They love to charge, wrestle, and even throw their weight around like tiny linebackers. It's all part of the fun, but it can definitely be a lot if you're not expecting it. One owner puts it best, saying, "Our guy has come a long way, but it took me a long time to understand his play style." And that's the key, understanding. Frenchies aren't mean-spirited, they're just extra. However, they do need guidance to learn boundaries, especially when playing with smaller dogs or kids who might not appreciate a surprise bulldozer to the legs. So don't mistake their rowdy energy for aggression. It's just how they show love, Frenchie style. Number 3. Frenchies are Goldilocks dogs. Not too hot, not too cold. French Bulldogs are not the kind of dog that can just go with the flow when it comes to temperature. They're what you'd call Goldilocks dogs. Everything has to be just right. Too hot? They struggle. Too cold? They shiver. And if they overdo it, well, get ready for some dramatic panting that sounds like they just ran a marathon, even if they only sprinted across the yard. One owner summed it up perfectly, saying, "My dude will run around and then pant and sound like he's dying for like 10 minutes. Then he'll miraculously be totally fine." This is all because of their brachiocephalic, flat-faced structure, which makes it hard for them to regulate their body temperature. In warm weather, especially over 80 degrees, Frenchies can overheat fast, putting them at serious risk for heat stroke. They'll need shady spots, cool mats, or even a cooling vest. But don't think winter is any easier. With their short coats, Frenchies get cold fast. So you might find yourself buying them little jackets to keep them from shivering. And yes, they'll absolutely act like divas about it. The key to keeping a Frenchie comfortable: frequent breaks, temperature control, and knowing when to say, "Okay, buddy, time for a break." Number 4. Frenchies are clingy, like really clingy. You've probably heard that Frenchies are Velcro dogs, but let's be real, that word doesn't even begin to cover it. These dogs aren't just attached, they're obsessed, and they don't just follow you around. They act like your shadow with separation anxiety. One Frenchie owner put it perfectly. "Wish I knew how emotionally reliant they are on their favorite person. Most literature is not so clear. They're referred to as clingy, which is true, but if we are being honest, it's more of an adorable mental disorder." Frenchies develop an almost unhealthy emotional attachment to their favorite person. We're talking next-level devotion. They will follow you to the bathroom. They will sit outside the shower whimpering. They will stare at you while you sleep. At first, it's cute. Then it gets a little overwhelming. And eventually, you just accept it. Because, honestly, life without their constant presence feels weird. This level of attachment is adorable, but it also means that Frenchies can struggle with being alone. So if you value your personal space, the Frenchie might have other plans. Number 5. Frenchies have sensitive skin and are prone to allergies. If you notice your Frenchie scratching non-stop, don't ignore it. French Bulldogs are incredibly prone to skin issues, and figuring out the cause is like solving a mystery, one that could take months. In fact, one owner shared, he was constantly scratching his bottom, aggressively so. Turns out his tail pocket was inflamed. Didn't even know he had one. Many Frenchies have hidden tail pockets that trap dirt and moisture, leading to irritation. Regular cleaning with chlorhexidine wipes can help prevent infections. But skin issues don't stop there. Frenchies can have both food and environmental allergies, and the only way to truly pinpoint them is through an elimination diet, a slow trial and error process that can take months. Some owners also turn to immunotherapy to help manage environmental allergies, with mixed success. Meds can help with itching, but if food is the culprit, no medication will fully stop the flare-ups. If your Frenchie is struggling, a veterinary dermatologist is worth considering. It could make a world of difference for their comfort and health. Number 6. They are not lazy lounge dogs. Frenchies have a reputation for being couch potatoes. But don't let that stocky little body fool you. Not all of them are content with just 2 short walks a day. Most Frenchies? They've got energy to burn. One owner quickly learned this the hard way, explaining, "Everything I read was how lazy Frenchies are and how they only need 2 15-minute walks a day. Not mine. She loves to sprint, loves the beach and hikes, and she's very nosy and active." While it's true Frenchies aren't built for endurance, and too much exercise in the heat can be dangerous for them, many of them have bursts of energy that might surprise you. Some love running, playing, and exploring, especially if there's something interesting to sniff out. They might not be marathon runners, but if given the chance, they'll absolutely zoom around a park or dig a hole at the beach like it's their full-time job. So if you're expecting a lazy, low-maintenance dog, you might be in for a surprise. Number 7. They're so gassy, it's almost unreal. No one warns you about this part of Frenchie ownership. Sure, you hear about their goofy personalities, their clinginess, and their stubborn streak. But the farts? Oh, the farts. One owner summed it up best. "No one pre-warned me of the farts. It's actually unreal. There's a reason why we call ours Tank the Stank." French Bulldogs are like tiny 4-legged gas machines. They'll casually drop a silent but deadly bomb, look you dead in the eye, and act like nothing happened. Meanwhile, you're left questioning your life choices as you scramble for fresh air. And the worst part? They don't even flinch. No shame, no remorse, just pure, unfiltered stink. But why are Frenchies so gassy? Their short snouts cause them to swallow air when eating, which leads to constant bloating and, well, output. Combine that with their often sensitive stomachs, and you've got a recipe for a dog that can clear a room in seconds. So if you're thinking about getting a Frenchie, just know this. They're cute, they're cuddly, and they're walking biological weapons. Number 8. Frenchies are surprisingly high-maintenance dogs. At first glance, French dogs seem like the perfect low-maintenance pet. They're small, they don't need hours of exercise, and their short coats mean no endless brushing, right? Well, not so fast. While they might not require intense workouts like a border collie, Frenchies come with their own unique set of maintenance needs, and ignoring them can lead to some pretty gross and expensive problems. For starters, those adorable face wrinkles? Yeah, they need to be cleaned daily. If you don't wipe between the folds, bacteria and moisture build up, leading to skin infections and a smell that no amount of air freshener can fix. Then there's their ears, which are prone to wax buildup and irritation. So regular checkups and cleanings are a must. And don't forget under the tail, a common spot for dirt and bacteria to hide, especially if Frenchies have a tighter tail pocket. On top of that, potty training can be a challenge thanks to their stubborn streak. So if you're looking for a truly low-maintenance dog, you might want to reconsider, because these little bat-eared divas require some serious upkeep. Number 9. Despite everything, you'll never regret owning one. Owning a French Bulldog is like signing up for a roller coaster of emotions. But despite all the challenges, there's an undeniable charm that makes it all worthwhile. One owner put it perfectly, saying, "I'm exhausted. My wallet is lighter, my house smells like farts, and I haven't gone to the bathroom alone in years. The vet knows me by name, and I swear my Frenchie argues with me just for fun, but still, I wouldn't trade him for the world." Yes, Frenchies can be a handful. They'll test your patience, empty your wallet, and occasionally clear the room with their infamous farts. But the unconditional love, the hilarious antics, and the unwavering companionship they offer are priceless. In the end, every challenge fades in comparison to the joy of having a Frenchie by your side. Hey, if you enjoyed this, you'll probably love this video here. And if you hit subscribe, I'll donate a meal to a rescue dog on your behalf.